the next step, we're ready to cover the bud stem with the denim fabric. I'm going to be using a slightly lighter weight because I think it works really well, and I have it. If you don't have it, just use the denim that you have prepared. So in this method that we're going to be using needs about 3 centimeters or so, an inch or so of fabric, long enough strip to cover the whole stem, so, and an inch wide. So just cut it off the piece of fabric that you have, and what we'll need to do is we'll need to cover the stem with this strip. You will need to apply glue on it and close it around your stem. After that, we're going to cut off any excess. So this fabric is slightly bigger than, wider than we need, but this is how it works. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to quickly apply glue onto the center of this strip. You don't need to go all the way to the edges because they're most probably not going to be involved, but the main area you will need. And please do it quickly because the glue does seem to dry up, so the quicker you do it, the better. Make sure you have glue everywhere, all along the way. If it has dried somewhere, just quickly reapply. A thin layer, but everywhere where we need. Right, once the glue has been applied, take your stem and put it on. Make sure it does go all the way down. I don't have enough fabric here, but it doesn't matter because the calyx will be there, so I can get away with that. So now fold the fabric around the stem. Again, act quickly before everything dries out. So now you have to pull the fabric around the stem. You can do it on one side, then turn around, do it on the other side. So really make sure it's pulled tightly around your stem, because any excess we're going to be cutting off, and we don't want the fabric sides to open up, so it needs to be really quite tight. This is the way to do the stems on all the roses, so once you've learned it, this is going to be the method going forward. I'm going to show it once and that's it. Another good way of doing it is to use a pair of tweezers, and you can run it along the edge, pulling the fabric as well meanwhile. So just make sure you've done it several times like this, and then once you're happy with how you've attached this strip of fabric, cut off any excess following this line that you've just drawn by the tweezers. So it has to be quite close to your stem, but try not to cut in too much because you might expose the internal layers, which we don't want. So I've done it. I'm going to come back and double check. In some places there's a bit of extra fabric which I can carefully trim off. So ideally you shouldn't see where the fabric edges meet at all, almost. If you do it neat enough, just creates a tight casing around the stem. Press slightly on it, just run your fingers, and your stem should be ready. It's a little bit delicate at the moment, so we can leave the flower bud aside for a bit until it has set a little bit, or the glue has dried a bit, and then we can start working on the top. We can finish assembling the bud basically.